Good afternoon and welcome to the match of the day at the Gawler Oval. Today we've got South Gawler, the Lions, taking on their fierce rivals, Gawler Central, the Tigers, last year's defending premiers. And this should be a cracking game. We've got crosstown rivals, no love lost between these two, bitter, long-time enemies. South Gawler coming in, wanting to avenge last year's grand final belting at the hands of Gawler Central. And on paper, they do look a little bit stronger at this stage of the season, even though we are in the early stages. South Gawler, they've got a couple of really big ins with Chris James, the big experienced ruckman coming in. He's going to make a huge difference. Darcy Judd-Smith, another midfielder coming in these conditions, is going to be powerful. But South Gawler, probably the biggest thing for them is that Gawler Central, a number of big outs with Brad Mercer, the goal-kicking machine, not playing. Willie Searle, another big forward, out. And Sean Brading, the versatile big man, out of the game. So even though today we've had a bit of rain here just before the game during the last quarter of the B grade, it's going to be a bit slippery. Not a day for big players, but even so, those big guys do help in the ruck and in the aerial contests. Going to be in for a real treat today. It's going to be good old-fashioned country footy. A lot of wet weather, a lot of physical body contests going in. I think you're going to just sit back, relax and enjoy the game. No real wind to speak of here at Gawler Oval. So the team's just warming up now. Umpires readying themselves in the middle of the ground. On the table, Gawler South sitting a bit higher. They've had a really good start to the year with an upset win over Tanunda, who are the powerhouse team of the season so far. Gawler Central, a couple of good wins, but also a couple of shaky results and a loss. Not looking as strong as they were last year. They've lost a little bit of depth through their midfield, relying heavily on Charlie Molyneux through the middle of the ground. But South Gawler, they are a team that are going to show a lot of run and carry, and today in the wet that's going to be important because you can't rely on kicking just down the line today. Defensively that'll be a great strategy, but you're not going to get it done if you want to attack that way. Look for players like Press, Whitwer and co to shine for South Gawler. They've been prominent so far this season. As the teams now start heading to their respective positions, looks like Gawler Central will be kicking to the right of screen, South Gawler to the left. Okay, players in position now. Looks like umpire Nowak ready to start proceedings. Holds the ball aloft, comes in, throws the ball up, and James with a convincing tap down, but won by Gawler Central. And just a soccer off the ground there. Good, smart, wet weather footy from the Tigers. Just smashing the ball into their forward zone. And well cleaned up there out of defence by South Gawler. And Jackson Dare, reliable as they come. Been around for a long time. Just a beautiful footballer. South Gawler down the outside wing, which is the best attacking area of the ground. Moving the ball quickly to half forward and out of bounds out on the far side. Another stoppage. This is an area that the Tigers will be trying to read South Gawler's ruckman. And Gawler Central ruckman getting the tap that time. Tyson Duffield is a battler in the ruck, and Kyle Worth with the kick out. Cut off by South. Excellent tackle there from the Tigers. Here come Gawler Central, bursting out into the middle, but a really powerful tackle there from South Gawler. Clayton Cameron just halting proceedings. Very excellent tackle there if they'd gotten out. Okay, a little bit of a delay, but we've been joined in commentary by South Gawler's Matt Norman, normally a stalwart of the A-grade side. Matt, what are you seeing out there so far from the Lions today?
Not too much just yet, but we're looking real good. They have a few out, but should be a good game. So, a bit wet, but yeah, it's probably not our game, wet weather. But
Gawler Central with a shot on goal there, flying shot from Nick Hooker, who was a very solid performer last season in the premiership season for the Tigers. It's going to be really interesting to see where the goals are going to come from the Tigers today. There's not a lot of guys that are experienced at kicking multiple bags. Is that something that you would focus on normally going into a game, Matt?
Yes, like with obviously having Mercer and all that normally, there's obviously a lot of goals coming from there, so...
Nathan Barch kicking the ball from centre half back there, out onto that far side again. We're going to see a lot of play on that far side today, aren't we, Matt?
We are indeed.
That's definitely the safest place to play on this ground.
It is.
Because you can attack down there, but you can also lock it up against that boundary and defend.
Oh.
Gawler Central looking to switch the play now to this grandstand side. Here they come. Mark to Kyle Worth, the guy with the hair helmet. Really good play there. South Gawler locking the ball up with a ferocious tackle.
Charlie. Standard Charlie.
Yes. Now, you've played against Charlie Molyneux a number of times. What's the key to stopping him?
You can't stop him. Yeah, you physically can't, but...
Is the key to stopping his outlet?
Yeah, that's probably more you go, because inside he's just incredible.
He's a bull, and he's going to get his 20 to 30 touches no matter what.
No matter what.
But you want to stop the guy receiving the handball out of that contest.
Exactly right. Yeah. But he also is prone to breaking away and getting a few snags, old Charlie. So he's a good lad as well.
He is a wonderful player and a wonderful representative of the league, and he's going to need to kick goals for the Tigers with their big forwards out.
Might have to. Chuck him up there.
Well, one-on-one, Dustin Martin style.
Yeah,
he's physically strong enough that a lot of the smaller defenders will struggle to contain him.
Exactly right, and he's also just as fast, so good luck.
Okay, Matt Norman putting his hand up to play back pocket on Charlie Molyneux next time around.
Definitely not, mate. Definitely not me.
I'll have a chat to the coach for you. Gawler Central clearing out of the middle of the ground now. Just banging the ball forward. Wet weather footy.
That's who you got to watch out for today is Patrick White, number 24 there. He's in some incredible form, he is.
He's a key player for you guys with his versatility. Can play any position on the ground.
Yeah, but chucked him centre half back this year and he's looking very crisp, I might add.
He's a one-man wall.
He is, he really is. Losing a bit of hair on top, but yeah, one-man wall.
Hey, don't throw shade at those of us who are losing hair. That's just not nice. Come on, Matt. You're better than that.
Sorry, Pat.
I will let him know. Okay, South Gawler. So that should be a Incorrect disposal. Free kick to Gawler Central there.
Fair was there.
Yes. Excellent. The South Gawler player actually agreeing with the umpire's free kick against them. I can't believe my ears.
It's because it's Charlie. He's got a shot now.
Umpire's favourite. Tough shot from the boundary here. What would you be trying?
He'll be going the straight drop punt, I reckon.
Straight drop punt?
He will be, surely.
No wind to speak of. Maybe a little bit of left to right here.
Sausage. That's a sausage by Charlie.
Yes, paid by the goal umpire. Just inside the post. That's great play, and that's what we were talking about a moment ago. Charlie Molyneux needing to hit the scoreboard for the Tigers.
Yep, and he's done it very early, so good on him.
South Gawler, 1 goal, no yet to score, trailing Gawler Central 1-1 on the Grant Burgewine scoreboard. And in ruck, Chris James is a massive contributor for your side. What are you expecting from the big fella today?
Yeah, expecting a lot. He's struggling a bit of, I think he's a bit of soreness. He's up forward at the moment. This is young Lockie Arnold, actually, in ruck right now. The man can jump over a house, I reckon.
Not sure that's going to help him today. Not a lot of houses out there to play against.
Yeah, true. Facts. But yeah, no, he's got a fair old vertical. Can windmill dunk, apparently, so...
That I would like to see.
Yeah.
Okay, South Gawler just possessing the football across halfback. Bit of smart play. And getting back to Chris James, soreness is probably something that he's played with for the last 10 or 15 years. He'd be used to it.
Yeah, true.
And
Being a ruckman...
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior. Being a ruckman, you always get jumped into, so he's always going to have to deal with a bit of pain, but it was a good week off for him for Freeling.
Big guys aren't that bright traditionally, so the pain's not an issue.
No, he's dumb. He's a big dumb boy, he is.
Let's hope he doesn't watch this back during the week.
Yeah, bash me.
Okay, out next week, Matt Norman again.
Yeah. Nah, he's a good lad, James.
Mystery injury.
Yeah. Sore head.
Oh, forward there from Gawler Central. Double grab on the mark. Could have almost been paid. Kyle Worth driving the ball in. 2 South Gawler defenders in front of the Gawler Central player. He never had a chance there from the back, did he?
Not at all.
It's not real good football. In these conditions, you've got to get to the front.
Yeah, slippery footy.
That ball's going to drop short. It's a little heavier than normal today.
It is. It definitely is.
Matt Norman would be crawling around the front of the packs today if he was out there. Just getting that cheap kick.
Yeah, don't mind a cheap kick. Everyone does, really.
They still show up in the stats column.
That is true.
Flying shot from Gawler Central. Out of bounds across the face. Out on the full, so Gawler Central to kick back in. And with Daniel Golding, another one of your midfield group.
Yeah, yep. He's my big brother pretty much, so I love the guy.
You guys have been pretty much in that group the same together right through, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. We've been very close, me and Daniel, so he's a good lad. He's taught me everything I know.
And a little bit of a mistake there from South Gawler. Now Gawler Central having a shot from deep on the pocket. He runs around, check side, but hits the post. That's a wasted opportunity for the Tigers. They really need to capitalise on this possession.
They have. The ball's been down there a fair bit this first quarter.
South Gawler yet to really see a good inside 50.
Not at all. No, that's...
Coach wouldn't be real pleased with proceedings at this stage.
Yeah, Chappie will be pulling his hair out, I reckon.
Does he have any?
He does, actually, which is surprising.
South moving the ball now. Good hit up at centre half forward. This is the kick that's really important for them. Just going over the top of that contest. Gawler Central clearing the ball out. Beautiful kick across the ground there.
Oh, get him whipped.
Some really good movement from Gawler Central. At this stage, looking the more settled of the two sides. Would you agree?
They do. They obviously hit the scoreboard early, so that's always a good sign, but they're moving the footy quite well here.
This is key. Deep entry. Gawler Central forward stuck behind his player again. And that Gawler Central player down hurt in that at the front of that contest. He did cop it.
Bailey Zobel running into...
Bailey Zobel's got 15 metres in the clear before a little slip. Handball back. Chip kick over. Really good football from South Gawler there.
This is Jaden Gurney.
Jaden Gurney is a fairly new player into the side.
Young lad. Call him the Guernsey. Because he wears you like a glove.
Really creative there from the South Gawler boys.
Yeah, not really, but he's a good lad as well.
Okay, he should be able to... This one should be... Even Jacob Ahern would be able to kick this.
Bit iffy if Jacob's kicking this.
That's all right.
He's put it through. He has put it through. Yes, the
Beautiful
Guernsey.
kick from the Guernsey. And South Gawler moved to 1 goal, chasing Gawler Central 1 goal 2 on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard here at the Gawler Oval. Today's match of the round between traditional rivals. What does it mean, a rivalry game like this in Gawler?
In Gawler, it's massive. You always like to have a bit of something over there when you go out, because the exchange, the local for all of us Gawler boys, is always a stomping ground to.
And quick shout out to Damien McGee, geezer at the exchange, good man.
Yeah, he's a good man. Good pub as well.
But yes, definitely, this is a game with a lot of passion behind it, and both teams will lift for this as Gawler Central push forward. Just a quick fumble there. Umpire's paying a free kick here, South Gawler's way.
This is my brother, Goldie.
Goldie,
Yes.
working very hard, now getting possession at that end of the ground. He's working doubly hard to cover your absence.
Yeah, has to.
What's his goal kicking like, and will you back him from here?
I'm backing him. He's actually a very good set shot. He would have had 18.
Ball up in the middle of the ground. It's going to be a lot of multiple stoppages today. A little bit of slippery footy. Just guys jumping in hard.
This is getting in there and in and under.
Joel Witt was one of my favourite players to watch. He is an outstanding talent, isn't he?
Oh, he is. I'm recently new back to the club, but his professionalism is very good. He's like a second coach out there, really.
He's one of the most talented players that local football experts have seen come through in the last 20 or so years. Just a smooth mover, has talent to do anything on the field.
Also, Chappie relies on him a lot everywhere around the ground, really. Like, if we're having a problem down back, he'll go down back, he'll go forward, he goes everywhere.
As we see Adam Beister coming to the bench for the Tigers. I thought he'd be thriving out there being a cloudy day. As a ginger, this is his conditions.
It is. He might get sunburn out there.
Strong mark on the wing to Dylan Pilkington for the Tigers, driving it forward. And some good defence there from South Gawler. Could have been a push in the back. Paid to Jarcy Dud Smith, but he got the fist away, and I think they'll take that. Ball in. And Gawler Central Ruckman taken out of that contest crudely. I think even you'd have to agree.
Yes, very crudely indeed.
And yet somehow the umpire missed it.
I think he's going to miss a bit today in this weather.
Oh, he's just paid one there to Gawler Central, holding the man. Quick handball to a player who was under a lot of pressure, actually, nearly got caught. Turns the ball over. South Gawler setting up nicely across half back. Bit of Patrick White again, just showing up for the crowd.
Oh, he loves it. He loves his footy, old Paddy.
Gawler Central, quick kick across to an open Jordan Searle.
Does he think he's kicking this far?
Yes, he thinks he's going to have a real good shot at this. He's probably going to be kicking from 54 metres out. I think he's a little ambitious.
Yeah, he's asking a lot of you, I reckon. I don't know him personally, but it's a big distance.
If he gets this, then I'd be very impressed. He's given it a real chance. He's made Matt and
Nice
myself
legs.
look stupid, which is not that hard.
Yeah, it's not hard.
But a great goal there. Gawler Central heading back. Really important goal there for the Tigers. They can't let South Gawler get some momentum against them. 2 goals apiece on the Grant Birchwine scoreboard. Gawler Central ahead by just the 2 behinds. We're well into the first quarter here at the Gawler Oval. Little rain during the B grade and the juniors this morning, but nice and clear now.
Very clear right now. The B grade actually belted down for a bit there, but looking good now, Charlie. Charlie being held there again.
Free kick to the reigning male medalist, Charlie Molyneux, and now we start to hear the Gawler Central supporters hit their voice.
Yeah, as they should.
Oh, Kyle Worth dumped off play, and that's going to be a 25-metre penalty. Really undisciplined by South Gawler there.
Worsty would love me saying this on this live stream, but he's slowly losing his hair, and he's still hanging on. A bit Johnny Platten-like, really.
He could lose a lot of hair and still have a lot more than me. But that was really undisciplined from South Gawler there. Gawler Central, now an ugly kick into the forward 50. Now just being shuffled over the line by the South defenders. Disciplined play after that ugly moment in the middle. Very lucky.
Very lucky for us.
If Jordan Searle had the ball from that free kick, he probably would have had a shot.
Yeah, probably. 80 metres out, no worries.
South moving the ball down the outside wing, now at half back. There's a bit of feeling starting to come into the game, a little bit of niggle out there.
There's a bit of niggle.
Is there a bit of that goes on between these two clubs?
Always is, always. Always a bit of shove, but it's always good fun.
A little bit of constructive criticism every time there's a stoppage.
Yes. Ooh.
South Gawler using the handball well to get out of trouble. Unfortunately, Gawler Central just shut them down again. It's getting really physical in those stoppages now.
They're looking good today in the middle, GC.
They're very switched on. They know they've got their big crowd today. There's got past players there they want to impress, the premiership players that are here watching.
Yeah, the core group of midfielders are very good. Obviously, Worsty's he finds.
Oh! South Gawler almost with a breakout there. We saw Bailey Zobel getting tackled. If he'd gotten out there, it was all on for South Gawler. Gawler Central with some fierce defence now, here finding Jake Asher, the expert defender on the wing. Pat White with another fist away there. Just controlling the half-back line. Owning it, in fact.
He's been doing it all year. Old Patrick.
Neither ruckman able to have much impact on that contest with the ball sailing through over the back. And South Gawler with a hack out of the play there. That's going to work out nicely for them. Just a handball there, didn't quite hit the target. If that had come off, they were out, and with no one forward, there was a chance to run right to the 50.
Straight through, really.
South Gawler's skill error is costing them badly at the moment, Matt.
Yes, they are. Hannes.
Oh, free kick paid for a trip there. Oh, this crowd does entertain me. And Johannes Smith there,
Yes.
the recipient of that free kick.
Yeah, we got him back from Centrals this year, so he seems like a handy in, Hannes.
Jackson Dare out on the far wing, turning on the Jets, bursting away from his defender and pushing the ball down half forward. Now South about to go into the forward 50. Probably a kick that missed the target, but it's actually worked out well. Bailey Zobel crumbing it. Just bouncing through for a behind. It's really good play from Zobel though.
Yeah, that was Filks, but
Sorry, my bad.
but yeah, he's a good young player. Filks loves a tackle. Does love a tackle.
Been prominent in the best players a few times this year as well.
Yeah, he has. He's always been around the mark. Pat around the pack again there.
Gawler Central looking to move the ball on this grandstand wing, trying to stop South Gawler from bottling the game up on the outer side. Just looking for all-out attack at the moment. It seems they think they're in a really good position in this game. Now switch into more the centre of the ground. Jackson Dare waiting underneath it for South.
Tackle Henry.
South Gawler, really great defensive play there. Work rate extremely high from their players from the middle of the ground.
That's Henry Benison, actually. I bought him in the auction, so he better go well today.
And we better not start cheering. But if he keeps doing that, then you might get a return.
Oh, he's
Chips out wide. Jackson Dare out all on his own. Beautiful, Whitworth. Beautiful delivery into the forward line.
He can make this distance, Whitworth. He's got a fair leg on him.
We'll be kicking from
Probably
just
50.
outside the 50, maybe 52, 53. No wind to speak of. Should be just a simple drop punt.
Popped it up.
Popped it up. Onto the front of the square.
Birdo.
Beautiful crumbing there from South Gawler.
Birdo.
That's a beautiful goal from
Steve Burton. He's also a lad from Central. So he's,
Steve Burton. Kicked a lazy 6 last week.
He did, actually. He's got a weird ball drop, but the boy can kick.
It was well done around the corner there with the outside of the boot.
He's excellent for the footy club. He's come in, he's goes to every function so far. He's always at the footy club, and he helps out with 17s as well. He's great.
And that's something that's really important in country football is players that come in, they're not just there to play the game and pick up a paycheck, they are there to be part of a club.
Yeah, well, essentially he's like, he's great for it. He's buying straight into the club. He actually bought himself in the auction, so
tickets maybe.
He's got some tickets, but you don't mind that.
Back in the centre now. Gawler Central managing to clear that one out. Now they're out in the open. Handball back. A little sloppy, and now Patrick White working hard to shut it down. Gawler Central handball outward straight to a South Gawler player who's driven it deep forward.
It's Bailey Zobel that was holding.
Bailey Zobel receiving a free kick there from the umpire who was in perfect position to see it. Now he's just got to find a target.
He's got a very good kick on him, Bailey Zobel.
Unfortunately, Josh Whitworth just running under the ball there. Cutting, going under the contest.
Over the head snap there from Dino. He kicked, I think he kicked 6 goal 9 last week, so.
That's a little wasteful. He'd be pretty upset.
But he finds plenty of that footy though.
Just 1 point for the Lions. That'll give South Gawler a 1 goal 1 lead on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard. 3 goal 3 to 2 goal 2. South Gawler now on the outer wing, forcing another stoppage, and guess who again? Pat White.
You always see him around the footy, Paddy.
Another stoppage as the ball held in there to the ruckman. Gawler Central now hacking forwards.
Bocky Judd Smith there.
Judd Smith with the mark. It's
a
a very, very poor kick.
Ordinary kick, yeah.
Off a backward step.
Got it back though.
Got it back, but really put his team under pressure there. It was a lazy, undisciplined kick. And
Jackson Dare for goal here.
Jackson Dare running into an open goal. You'd back him every time.
He doesn't mind a helicopter, old wacko.
But he has butchered that football, something terrible.
He did. He won't be talking about that one later.
I think that you should remind him. Play of the day. South Gawler, another point, moves them 2 points clear of Gawler Central on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard.
South Gawler look like they might be one down here. Lockie Everett might be out at the moment. He's
returning from the change rooms with a towel against his face. Not sure if that's COVID protocol or to hide his looks.
He's got the old face mask on, you reckon? Pat dog.
Oh, beautiful defence there. The Lions just picking that off with an intercept mark, driving the ball straight out to the far wing on the bounce to Gurney. who moves the ball forward and follows his own kick. Great work rate, but unfortunately Gawler Central cleaning up, moving the ball into the middle of the ground. Charlie Molyneux driving the ball deep. Gawler Central forwards must get in front of their opponents. Kyle Worth with a little kick off the ground there, cut off by South. The Lions rebounding the ball again, going straight to the middle of the ground. Great mark there for Gawler Central from Jason Sandercock. Big one-handed grab. Dylan Pilkington on the wing.
There's a couple of Pilkingtons out there, I think. Oh, good.
Kicked into the man of the mark. Unforgivable. But he's followed it up, went in, got collected in the head, but led with his head, so the umpire no choice but to let it play on. Now stoppage almost on centre wing.
Been a few stoppages in this first quarter, hasn't there?
That's wet weather footy, isn't it?
It is,
You'd be expecting that when you ran out.
Yeah.
And I bet you're probably actually not that upset that you're not out there.
Oh, I'm a bit more of a wet weather guy, I reckon.
But after the game, wet weather footy as a midfielder, you'd be very stiff, very sore.
Oh, yeah.
Because constantly being tackled and
Tackles,
jumped on.
corkies, everything. You get everything.
And
You
probably
love the
Dan Golding jumping on you most of the time.
Yeah, my big brother.
That's what big brothers are for. Gawler Central clearing the ball onto the outer side, their half-back flank. And siren sounds to end the first quarter at Gawler Oval with Grant Burgewine's scoreboard reading South Gawler 3-3, Gawler Central 2-2. Yeah, do a real quick run. Yep. You're all right. Hey, it's only two. Better with than just one. Start of the game, I was one. With these conditions, and Gawler Central has been good, they've dominated possession.
That 80.
But you guys, when you have really good, the skill area is like kick, walking back, a 10-metre kick to something that goes on the ground. Okay, about to restart the second quarter here at Gawler Oval. Match of the day. Gawler Central ruckman ran straight under the ball there, completely misjudged it. And South Gawler going forwards. Great tackle there on the half-forward line. Charlie Molyneux tackled, but able to get the ball away still. Moving the ball down to half-forward flank for Gawler Central. Just a rolling stoppage over the boundary line.
So bit down here. Young Lockie Arnold, he goes really well. He's that young ruckman there, number 8.
Yes.
He can, he's the one I said that can jump over a house. He's a good tap ruckman for how young he is.
Tyson Duffield just controlling the space there with his bulk. He's a little bit built like a house. Maybe your bloke will have to jump over him at some point.
Exactly right, yeah. He's he will have to, because he's definitely not going to be bothering him.
No, and in these conditions, that could be a huge factor later in the game.
It could be. He might be a bit more tired, or see, he throws him aside there.
Yes, might be Chris James as a solution, just to compete strength-wise.
Yeah, even we got good ruck supply. So we got obviously Brodie Hudson as well.
Gawler Central mark about 35, 40 metres out, directly in front. This is a real chance for them to make an early statement on the scoreboard. Tom Phelps pops up as a goal kicker occasionally. This is a real chance for him to start the second quarter with a bang for the home side.
Yeah, well, even the scores up really.
Looks confident running in. Good hit. Really beautiful kick on goal.
Yeah, I don't know much about him, but the serious kick of the footy there. He was about 40 out just then.
Yes, and kicked confidently too is the other thing. That's half the battle, half the time, isn't it?
It is.
Believing that you've got it in you.
Especially with people yelling at you and stuff, it always adds a bit. And these games are always big ones, so.
Here we go, big ruck contest. South Gawler need to establish some dominance here. They've got 3 options in the ruck. They've got to start taking advantage of that. Duffield cannot be allowed to keep nullifying the stoppage in the middle of the ground.
Oh, you can see he got high then.
But Gawler Central now getting the ball to Charlie, who drills the ball forward, bouncing ball.
Jackson Dare, he's like a fine wine. He gets better and better with age.
How old would he be now?
He's just turned 31, so
he's not old.
He's an old duck.
But he's been in this A-grade side for the Lions for 12 or 13 years at least.
I think he's been playing since he was 16. Dean Cutting there, great mark, contested.
Driving the ball into the forward 50 for the Lions.
Brodie Hudson
with a big clunk. He's probably 35 metres out on a very slight angle. Should be simple for him to
should be
nail
very
this.
simple. He is a great kick of the footy for
that
how
was
big
the
this man
best
is.
inside 50 movement of the day for the Lions so far.
Yeah. Everything's been a bit scrappy out there, hasn't it?
But at this oval, is this end better to kick to?
Oh, I'm not sure. With
because you've got something, the trees behind the goal gives you better depth perception. Is that?
See, lovely kick of the footy by
drills
Brodie.
the ball beautifully straight over the goal umpire's head. Takes the score on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard to 4-3 South Gawler to 3-1. No, that can't be right. To 3-4-3 for South Gawler to 3-1 for Gawler Central.
Yeah, so watch this young kid jump.
Okay.
See,
Keep an eye on this ruck contest. This young fella should be able to get up nice and high. As Duffield comes in check side
he
at
won
him.
that one.
He got up high. Duffield went for the body, but didn't quite get there in time.
Nathan Barch comes in for a tackle.
Adam Beister there, just probably held without the footy. And just sees the ball go out of bounds. Another reset for the Tigers. They really need Molyneux to start getting his hand on the ball and driving it forward for them.
They do. He's going all right though. I reckon he's probably had a couple of clearances this quarter already. So don't know where he was going there, but we'll see how it goes.
Just where the football, just get the ball forward any way you can.
Yeah, you can't complain with
stoppage is okay.
Yeah, you can't complain with them ones, can you? Pressy comes out with the hands to Bailey Zobel, to Guernsey. Pressy again.
Good handball in traffic there for the Lions. Bouncing ball goes over the top. Gawler Central able to
Guernsey.
deny. Gurney getting plenty of the footy at the moment. Sends the ball forward.
Brody
high. South Gawler. Jordan Nate cleaning up there for the Tigers. And you were saying off air, Jordan Nate could introduce himself to Josh Whitwer at some point during the day.
Yeah, I think there's a bit going on there, but yeah, it's a bit. Needy should be a bit scared of old Whitwer.
There's been times when I've been scared of Whitwer, and that's off the ground.
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy, but scary at times.
Oh, yeah. Dean Cutting.
Beautiful delivery there. Hard work. He did the hard work to get out into the open.
So this is Dean's kicking this year has been a bit wayward, but
just remind me last week against Freeling when he had the opportunity to kick 15 goals. What did he finish with?
I think he got 6 goal 9. Yeah.
6 goal 9. That is.
But he finds plenty of footy.
He does, but unless you use it well, what's the point?
Yeah.
At an angle. Left footer.
Lovely kick by Dean.
Beautiful. I don't know why you doubted him, Matt.
Oh, I didn't doubt him. I'll trust him.
I heard a waver in your voice. And South Gawler, really important goal there. They've got to keep putting pressure on the scoreboard.
Definitely on top at the moment.
The longer Gawler Central stay in the game, the more hope they'll have.
Yes. With the men they got down, it's a bit hard for them, but
they've got a good crowd today. They've got a lot of people here for their past Players' Day. You don't want to be close at three-quarter time.
Oh, you do not, because they'll be loud as anything.
They will be very loud. You'll hear them over the microphones shortly. But
there's a couple
once
near us,
they're
actually,
hydrated, they will become very loud and passionate, and Gawler Central will come home strong. As the ball goes out, well defended there by the Tigers. Clearing ball.
Good Pressy.
Jackson Press with a beautiful mark from behind. Uses his body well.
He's got a big kick on him, Pressy. Straight to Zobel.
He's an elite kick too. Cutting presented well, but just punched from behind.
Shank that one.
South Gawler driving it in.
Brody
Hudson, too big, too strong. Size does matter.
It does matter.
No matter what she says, size matters.
Yeah, don't tell my missus that.
Okay, Brody Hudson lining up for his second goal of the quarter. It's not a bad angle. He's only 15 metres out.
As I said, he's got a lovely kick on him, old Brody, but for a ruckman,
he's not a true ruckman as such. He's more of a key position player that can ruck.
He is, yeah. He's
that be
more
fair?
Yeah, the old ruck forward sort of aspect he is.
Doesn't spend a lot of time in the ruck.
He missed that one.
That's Dean Cutting-esque.
Oh, poor Dino.
And
we can't pick on him too much.
Is that one of the reasons why ruckman should handball?
Yes, that could be.
Perhaps if Matt Norman had been out there screaming for the handball, it would have been better.
I probably would have missed it even worse. It would have been outbounds on the full. Oh, it is. Sorry.
Yes, that's one of the worst shots on goal I think we've seen in 2021 so far.
Oh, you should have seen me against Nuria running into an open goal, popped it out of bounds on the full. I was about 10 metres out.
And that was the game you only won by 3 points.
Yeah, it was.
Could have cost you the game.
Oh, yeah. It was in the last quarter as well, so even worse.
Gawler Central driving the ball long. It's a beautiful kick out of defence.
Good mark from that young kid again.
Marked well.
Tom Phelps.
Tom Phelps standing up strongly in this quarter. Really giving the Tigers an option.
Pat Dog.
So we'll have another stoppage. Charlie Molyneux, just unstoppable.
You can't stop
ball
him.
out.
Okay, another one.
Just over the top of the Gawler Central forward there. Picked up well. And
Phelps again.
Phelps
having a shot.
He's
That's
got another one.
That's a nice goal.
Tom Phelps tearing the Lions a new one in this quarter.
He is. That was a handy little goal there.
Considering he had the ball just inside the square from the kick in earlier. His work rate is very impressive.
That was impressive. He covered some Ks there.
I'd say that the South coaching group would be trying to work out exactly what's going on there and who was unaccountable.
I think it was just sheer work rate by the young man. He ran pretty hard, straight from half-back, straight to a full forward, really.
There's no excuse for a lack of work.
Yeah. It was a good effort by the young man.
South Gawler ahead on the Grant Birchwine scoreboard, 5-4 to Gawler Central, 4-1. We restart from the centre.
Birdo to Goldie to Filkey.
Filkey paid the mark for a chop there.
I think it was paid after the play there, but
probably a good decision by the umpire. He had enough on the footy.
Chris James, no.
Chris James under the footy. Just well defended by Gawler Central there. Just gave him no room to move at the footy. Desperate defence. Daniel Golding now gets the ball.
Steve Burton straight into Jackson.
Really good effort there from South, but just another opportunity in the forward 50 that goes begging.
That was Cam Reynolds, a good effort there. He got the cut off from the mark.
And Jake Asher defending well.
Oh, you can never stop that man from defending.
Jake Asher is the best one-on-one defender I think I have seen in the BLG.
Yes, he is very good. Loves a spoil. Jamesy again there.
Beautiful defending there from the Gawler Central player that was
a bit adventurous by Ruck.
Unlisted.
Chewy on his boot.
Jason Sandercock it was doing that hard work in defence, doing a lot of the heavy lifting back there he is so far.
That's young Phelps again. He's finding plenty of it.
I think he's your dream team player for the day. You're very impressed with him.
I'm very impressed with this guy. He's looking very good. Darcy Judd Smith, no. And Henry to Pat Dog.
Pat White out on the wing, turns, gets out of trouble, don't know how. Ball forward,
Good
but
Henry. Good
really
hit.
good defence from the Tigers there. Could have given away a free, but kept it under control. It was Tom Phelps dishing out another handball there on the wing.
I might put him as captain next week.
Results in another possible shot on goal for the Tigers.
This is Reece Stanley, isn't it? Oh, Daniel Stanley, yep.
Daniel Stanley would be kicking from 55 at least.
I think he's got the journey. I've heard he's got a pretty big kick.
He is now getting older and those hamstrings aren't what they used to be. I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah.
I think he's wisely dished off there. Unfortunately, well defended.
No, that's good by GC there.
They're moving the ball very well through the middle of the ground.
They are, and they're still in the hunt, so they're still hanging on there, but South had most of the play in the first half, but
I think if you were Gawler Central, you'd want to keep the game close for as long as possible and then launch an attack late.
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That is a very nice goal.
Beautiful goal from about 40 metres out around the corner.
Cody Gill. Don't know much about him.
Cody Gill, a mystery player. Don't know a lot about the young man, but he waited for that and didn't panic. That's the key thing. He had time and didn't panic.
He didn't, and he snapped it from about 40 out, so that's a big snap. Good goal.
Gets them back within 3 points on the Grant Birchwine scoreboard. Very close game, living up to its match of the day billing.
Lockie Arnold is doing most of the ruck work here. Hopefully he can get a tap down to Wits here. Oh, he gets the clearance himself.
Oh, beautiful work from the young ruckman.
Barchi going inside 50. Dean cutting. Oh,
Had a good launch at the footy, but well defended.
Steve Burton with a snap.
Steve Burton with a, not the prettiest looking goal, but bounced it through from 35 out.
That was nice by Stevie. I love the guy.
Very well done. But going back to the middle, young ruckman, the work he did there, that was sensational.
I think he's got an ex-basketball background from what I heard, so he's got a bit of skill about him.
We traditionally see when basketballers transition to football, they're very good in close, in tight spaces, and he proved it there with the
little
double
side
spin
step,
out of traffic. Bit of a
him.
crossover move. Broke a couple of ankles on the way through.
Yeah, dribbled it through his legs. Windmill dunk.
All flash.
Let's see how he goes here, eh?
Gets up again, gets his hand to the footy. But basically neutralised the contest. Didn't get it to anyone.
Nah.
Probably something that he needs to work on, develop his craft as he's
you always
transforming to a footballer.
Looks like he's the only one really rucking today, so he's going to have a big day at the office.
But South Gawler, of course, have plenty of other options. They can play another 3 players that are capable of going in there.
They do.
But I guess let the kid do the work early, and then if he does tire...
Good tackle. That's holding the footy.
Not according to the umpire, unfortunately, Matt. But, yes, cut off there. Gawler Central.
Some good tackles here.
Dylan Pilkington with the mark there.
Kyle Worst getting a bit aggravated there.
Taking the ball over the boundary. Kyle Worst has
good.
Been a bit feisty today. Gave away a 25-metre penalty in the first quarter.
He did. He's very good in close, though, old Worsty. Big legs on him. Big thunder thighs.
Not sure if that's where I'd go, but he's very strong through the core. Hard to get down.
Yeah, you can't bring him down. You physically can't.
Another throw in the forward 50 for Gawler Central. And again, we see Charlie Molyneux rising from the bottom of the pack, ready to hunt this one. Good slap out there from South. Jackson Presley's been quiet so far today.
He has been a bit quiet so far. Not too many touches, but he usually loves coming on late in the game.
Is that possibly a tactic from Gawler Central to
could be isolate
him down?
Yeah, definitely could be, because he is a big game player for us. So.
He's a prime mover on the outside.
Yeah.
And especially a ground like this where the wings are crucial, you cannot let him get off the chain.
Nah, I think maybe they are a bit worried about him, so I reckon he's a bit more damaging when he goes forward.
He is, but he does drive the ball forward well for you. He's an elite disposal of the footy.
He is. And he can kick 60, so it's always a handy.
He's a known goal kicker for the Lions as well.
We've got Josh Whitworth doing a kick here.
Oh, he's sold a bit of candy there in the back pocket and run his full measure. Kicks the ball right to the outer wing. Chris James with a big mark. Finds a player loose, 2 players loose in the middle of the ground.
Steve Burton, he's got someone wide here. He's going to pop it in front of Dean Cutting.
He's got another tip over. Work rate here from Dean Cutting, who was almost at that last contest. Juggles the ball.
And
handball over the top.
Pressy about to... back to Dean.
Another handball. Dean Cutting on the run.
Yes, lovely.
And looks like that was a better option for him than a set shot.
We can't pick on Dean too much.
That was all work rate from the Lions there.
It is.
Cutting had a contest on the wing, then pushed forward, took the ball in the pocket and created for other players who'd run from the half-back line.
Yeah, we were just talking about Pressy being a bit quiet, but I reckon he had about 3 touches between the ball getting into those goals just then, so... Maybe he heard you and decided that he was sick of your trash. He would be, he definitely would be. Him and Pressy and Jacko just swapped, so Jackson Dare is now in the middle. Okay, so Press going forward where you had just been talking about. He's more dangerous. At half-back, actually. Half-back, okay. Yeah. Some more rebound play. Something a bit different. Maybe just trying to shake a tag, perhaps. Duffield coming in from the side again. Manages to get that tap. South Gawler, the player, just
being held there. Kicking in danger, I'm not sure if I'd agree with that.
Oh, there's a big slap of the hands there. It was definitely there.
Okay. Probably could have been paid for being held.
Yeah, a little bit before that, but young fella again, the Phelps. Brought down.
Phelps brought down and has now the opportunity to drive the ball into the forward 50 for the Tigers. Be probably 65 metres out. Too far out to score. It's going to need a target. What have the Tigers got?
It's hard for him not having Mercer down
Launches
there.
it long and high. Really no Tigers players flew at the ball. They waited down.
It's good vision to Jamesy. Jamesy drops it
James.
up.
Big lumbering ruckman out on the
Daniel Golding.
wing.
Oh, tricky by Silk.
Oh,
Henry Benison.
beautiful work. Daniel Golding putting on a bit of a clinic out there for the young Gawler Central players.
Yeah, he's a silky smooth. He is.
Another player reaching veteran status at the Lions.
Yeah, he has. He's getting close, actually. As soon as you hit 30, that's veteran. Josh Whitworth. Daniel Golding again.
Lions going forward. Unfortunately,
Good
Gawler
body
Central
position
defender in front.
38.
That's best way to play.
Sam Dowden.
Sam Dowden, strong mark in there.
That was good. Well read.
Drives the ball long to centre wing.
Oh,
a
Kane
big
Officer.
fly. Kane Officer, another guy who's been around the footy club for a long, long time.
Oh, he has.
He
First
bleeds
year-
blue and white, doesn't
First year back, though, so he hasn't played footy in about 6 years, I think.
he? He was nearly up on the balcony with us.
Pat Dog getting down there.
Here we go. This is a chance to show the forwards how it's done.
It's Patrick White, he's questionable kicking.
Questionable.
Yeah,
Is
so
that being polite?
yeah, so every now and then they can get sprayed, but then every now and then he will hit.
So we should watch our equipment here.
Yeah. But he may drop it straight through the middle. You never know with Pat Dog. Oh, straight to Barchi.
Unselfish.
Good job, Pat.
That's how you make your teammates happy.
This is Nathan Barchi.
Archie, skillful player, smooth mover. Should be
Very
a
smooth.
matter of
Loves a goal.
fact
Does
here.
love a goal.
Will there be a celebration after?
He's not prone to a celebration, old Barch. He'll give it a yell if he does.
Coming in, kicking from about 35 to 40 metres out, straight over the goal umpire's head. And yeah, he's pretty happy with his work.
He's happy with that one, yeah. I thought it would be pushing his distance, knowing Nathan, but he's looking very good out there at the moment.
Has been quite handy today. Starting to get a bit of a break now, South Gawler. 8-4 on the Grant Burge Mine scoreboard to Gawler Central 5-1. Gawler Central need to shut this down, otherwise game could be almost out of their reach by half time.
Yeah, and they don't want that. They want to keep it close.
You can't be looking at a 5+ goal margin.
Yeah, so Brody Hudson in the ruck now with the clearance as well. Jamesy.
Two South Gawler ruckmen looking to combine there.
Yeah.
Just waxing.
Look at Dean Cutting run.
Dean
though.
Cutting.
Oh,
Look at that. A one-handed
goals.
Connor Rosie-esque.
Oh,
And free kick is paid to
Jakey?
to Jake Asher. I think he'd be shocked at that. He hasn't received a lot of free kicks in his career.
I think that was a bit iffy, that one, but well.
He'd be a little surprised, and I think we were both surprised as well. There was hanging going both ways. But getting back to that one-handed take from Dean Cutting, that was superb.
It was. Mitcho here. He's a handy player. Oh,
Brad Mitchell.
everything's getting a bit heated out there now.
Yes, and as you can tell, Gawler Central crowd's starting to fire up at the umpiring.
Doesn't
They
help
do
being
advise
right
them
next,
well.
Doesn't help being right next to the past players right now.
Great defence from the Tigers. Big fist. That's what you want to see.
Good spoil, yeah.
Straight over the sideline.
Disciplined play. Brody Hudson now in the ruck. Taps out. Steve Burton, got to go hard here. Oh,
Got a handball under pressure,
Clayton
right
Cameron.
in the face. Strong defence there from the Tigers.
This is Jordan Needy.
Pinned right back on the goal line. Just a quick kick. Jake Asher leaked out. Now heading to that outer wing. Low stab pass.
Oh, Bailey Zobel.
Bailey Zobel picks that up.
Oh no, that's Hannes, I think. Oh, yeah, that is Hannes.
Beautiful goal there. Beautiful intercept and goal from the Lions.
Oh no, I was wrong again. That's Kane Officer. They all wear the same boots.
What have we got you up here for, Matt?
Yeah, I know.
No, we're really glad you're here. It's great to see the club supplying people.
Yeah,
It's what it's all about. We've got to have a bit of inside knowledge from time to time.
it is. But sometimes I even struggle up here. I can't really tell who's who.
It's very different.
It is.
But South Gawler really starting to put the hurt on the Tigers now. It may only be a 4.5 goal margin, but in these conditions today, that may as well be 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah, you're starting to notice the forward entries right now. Obviously, without the key bigs, it's a bit hard for them. Gawler Centrals.
Brody Hudson starting to have an impact in the middle.
He's a good tap ruckman.
But
old
fresh
blokes.
legs in there, I think, really well timed to come in just when Duffield's starting to grow weary of being the lone ruckman.
Yeah.
Chance to really take advantage of that with the fresh legs of and the sheer size of Hudson.
It's a completely different type of... Oh, Pressy.
But he'll also give you a marking target through the middle of the ground.
Yeah, he will. And around the ground.
It's probably something the other young ruckman wasn't providing.
Dean Cutting.
Cutting from behind, juggles it,
He's got it.
takes it. He's got impeccable hands. It's probably the best part of his game, isn't it?
It is. I reckon he would have had about 18 to 20 marks last week.
I'm surprised he hasn't got bruised hands.
But again, we're back on the kicking. And I'm going to back Dino in here.
You're backing him in after a couple of good touches of the footy. Confidence will be up.
Yeah, he'll be up. He'll be up. Maybe not, but Bailey's over.
That's over the boundary line. Not out on the full, luckily.
Yeah, it looked like it just got a touch on their Zobes.
Just did the right thing. Throw in dangerous territory here. South Gawler trying their best. Out the back of the contest, hands.
Guernsey. Dean
Punched
Cutting
through
is-
by
he's
the
everywhere.
Gawler Central defenders there. Desperate defence by the home side.
Centrals are doing well here, considering they're getting a bit bombarded at the moment. They're still holding up.
Just trying to keep the floodgates closed for the moment. Running the ball in his full measure out from fullback. Kicking it straight to the wing. Charlie Molyneux cleaning up one of his own players there. Life's hard enough for Gawler Central at the moment without Charlie Molyneux trying to kill his own.
Mate, I do not want to run into Charlie.
No, that would be akin to taking on a Toyota Land Cruiser. Beautiful one-hand take from Pat White. Unfortunately shut down straight away by Gawler Central.
Big hit there. Couple of good tackles. Guernsey again.
Really tough football in the clinches today.
He is.
This is what we expect of a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Worthy of its match of the round
Big tackles.
status.
Especially having wet weather.
Oh,
Josh
Pat White through traffic. He's starting to come into his own again.
He is.
First quarter he was prominent. This quarter, with the dominance of South Gawler, he probably hadn't had it as much, but has now brought himself up from half back to the wing.
It looks like he's free at the moment. He's just sitting out there. No man, just chilling.
Just hanging around like a chimp does.
He is a chimp. Old chimp.
Gawler Central clearing the ball forward, and White out there again.
Kane Officer. He's got a lovely kick, Kane.
Delivering the
Guernsey.
ball.
Oh, that's some balls by the Guernsey. Whistle stopped working for the up there.
Free kick to Gawler Central for
Cam Reynolds.
Cam Reynolds. May have been held. He's going to drive the ball out of defence.
Big kick. Pat Dogg's
Good
got
wing.
this.
And neither South Gawler player that went for that ball judged it well.
Yeah,
I think they both thought it was the others.
Bit of communication. Or lack of.
Hudson going up against Duffield in the ruck. Hudson with a nice deft little tap down.
Charlie's in there. He's picked it up clean. Got it out.
Charlie
That was lovely.
Molyneux.
This
Just
is-
beautiful football from the Gawler
Brad-
Central bull.
This is Mitcho. Mitcho gets it into the forward lines.
Oh, great body work from the Tigers forward there, who's now
Darcy Judd-Smith. Lovely tackle.
Darcy Judd-Smith. Great tackle. Gets
To
him holding
Hannes,
the ball.
Out to Hannes out there. Hannes is going to go to Pearso.
Clear football. Players breaking out into open for South Gawler.
The Guernseys.
Really opening up for them.
Back to Pearso. Pearso's going to kick it long. Jackson Dare.
Jackson Dare. Now this is where it's going to get interesting.
Yeah,
Gawler Central have managed to get players back.
they look like they might have one back at the moment. Dean Cutting. He just glides across that pitch.
Yes, Gawler Central, I dare say, have got a spare man or two in defence.
This is Bailey's Oval. He'll be having a shot from about 40 out, maybe 50. By the
And
time
what's
he
his
kicks.
leg like? Has he got the distance?
He's definitely got the distance. He's got lovely kick zobes.
His dad was a very good player for South Gawler as well, Andrew.
Oh, was he?
Was an import at South Gawler back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Didn't know too much about his past, but he does have a lovely kick zobes. He borderline get this.
Oh, just missed, but he
Ju-
nearly had the distance.
Yeah.
I believe his father was a glamour midfielder who'd like to go forward.
That's
Any
not-
similarity there?
Yeah, yes. Definitely. There's a few of us out there.
Okay, Gawler Central looking to break the shackles here. South Gawler have had them penned in the Lions forward half for the entire quarter.
I'm a big fan of this young fella.
Tom Phelps,
Yeah.
you're on board.
I rate him.
Does
very
Gawler Central
well.
have an option that you can buy him in next year?
Yeah, I hope so. I'll take him any day of the week.
Here we go. Pat White taking the ball, playing on. It's a small chip kick to
Cuts. It was to
Cuts, who was in the middle of four Gawler Central defenders.
The old left ain't what she used to be there.
Gawler Central kicking out of defence, out on the full, unfortunately.
They have to find a target now. They need to punch it in.
Yes. Bailey's Oval kicking from the boundary. Probably kicking from 54, 55 metres out. Top of the square. It's probably got to be the best option.
Definitely the best option. Brody
Goes
Hudson's
a little bit
down
further
there.
out. It's just the sea parted there for Hudson.
Yeah. He's had a
Everyone
few
else
of them already.
thought it was covered.
Yeah.
He's
Just
got
the big guy
very.
pops out of nowhere.
He's the only guy that looked like he wanted the footy.
Shot on
And
the siren now.
We'll be taking a shot after the siren. Will it be better than his last effort?
Hope so. As I said, he does have a lovely kick.
Yes, but he did prove us wrong with a terrible finish earlier.
Yeah, we won't talk about that one for Hutto, but
You can't shut the media up. We'll talk about whatever we want.
lovely
He's
kick.
made up for it there with a beautiful kick straight over the goal umpire's head.
Up and about, they're getting around him now.
That takes the score to South Gawler on the Grant Burgewine scoreboard. That'll be 10-4 to Gawler Central 5-1. A really good quarter from the Lions there.
Very good
Broken
quarter.
the game open a little bit, but
It showed a bit of depth there.
Matt, with
Lions.
the dominance of the Lions that quarter, had most of the possession. Most of the game was played in their half. Did they take advantage?
They didn't take full advantage. Obviously, they're a few goals up now, but they're still in reaching distance. So, GC can always just turn it on. That's the team they are. They always have been.
So, here at Gawler Oval, Gawler Central with a bit of a sniff in this match of the round. South Gawler probably wasting the opportunity to put the hurt on their traditional rival and make a statement.
Yeah, South are very lucky to get 5 goals up here. Wasn't so fluid play, but good play.
Okay, we'll be back for the third quarter in a little while.
now that I've just sent it to Active. Sorry, send it to.
One of the paying for it. Yeah, that's exactly it. All we fucking need.
Feel free to move forward, that's fine.
We're all right here.
Yeah. I'm a bit confused.
So it'll be entertaining.
Scoreboard. They haven't included some scores. They haven't hit scores. Put to me or
I'm not sure if that's correct.
no, it's not correct.
More points than that.
Yeah.
That means 3 or 4.
They haven't put up the two. I think 5-1 is correct. They put on the correct. At the end of the game, it happened. So when there was like an out, out of bounds, they could hear the
I hope there's a radar talking shadow. No. Hello, Bluey. How are you? I hope the Americans will like.
Get the plantains this one!
Doing a good job. Good job. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, sounds good.
Talking a lot of garbage.
That's exactly. That's all people want.
Making sense and I'll pick you up.
Welcome back to Gawler Oval. Match of the day here. Half-time, South Gawler with a handy lead, 10-7, playing Gawler Central 5-1. Really good effort by Gawler Central that quarter to stem the flow. South Gawler had all the play in that half, Matt Norman.
They did. We did have all the play. They did well to nullify because South did have a lot of forward entries there.
We've got some scores from around the grounds at halftime. Anguston 9-3-57, leading Williston 4-5-29. At Williamstown, the battle for the wooden spoon. Barossa 4-7-31, leading Freeling 2-2-14. And at Tanunda 4-7-31, leading Neary 2-8-20. Charlie Molyneux, the ball with a clearance for Gawler Central straight away.
Pat
Pat White heavily involved in defence there, just rushing the ball through for a point.
That was just standard Charlie there, really. Straight clearance. Kick into the forward line.
Once he gets moving in that forward direction, you can't stop him, can you?
You can't stop him. Looks like Pressy is just trying to watch him at the moment. So,
just a case of trying to stop him stamping his influence on this contest. Stacks on around the footy. We're going to see a lot of that in this half. A lot of tired bodies out there. It's been very physical first half.
Darcy Judd-Smith with the clearance straight to GC player, which is Jamie Wagner.
Driving the ball back in. Could have been a free kick there.
Could go.
But a mark to Gawler Central player. Nick Hooker, it looks like. Jordan Searle.
No, he's not calling that. So I thought it went our way, and I was like, there was 2 frees there that probably were GC.
Several that could have been played. Straight kick, Gawler Central hit the scoreboard first in the third quarter.
Alex Robertson,
player we haven't called yet today.
Nice.
But hopefully that'll give him some confidence.
Yet to touch the footy, but got a sausage there, so he'd be very happy with himself.
And very important for Gawler Central to build some momentum now. They were very good in the first quarter to this end of the ground. They dominated much of the play.
Some may say it might be a scoring end up there.
Could be, and there's some days where this ground in particular, even without wind, there are scoring ends. It's never the same end 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
It's a weird kind of joint.
It is weird.
It's a different kind of ground with the Greyhound track around the outside.
Nice by Arnold there.
The Arnold ball driving forward for the Lions.
The Guernsey getting a tackle or smother it.
Courageous play there.
That was very nice by Cam Reynolds.
Reynolds, the only player with his eyes on the ball, showed true courage.
He's a good player, Cam.
Been a real stalwart for Gawler Central the last few seasons. Even with their ups and downs, he's been there right through.
I think he loves to travel a bit as well, but always comes back to footy, always comes back to GC, and it's always good. So bit of heat out there at the moment. Starting the second half.
Out on the full.
Josh Whitwell will be kicking it in. Line up, Kane Officer. Jackson Bear.
It would be a good idea for you to get to know your teammates because you will be back on the field at some point during the year.
I am bad with names though, to be fair. But Kano has got the kick here.
Got pulled back, having the kick again.
Not much movement.
Playing on, kicking the ball deep into the forward 50.
Cuts
and
again.
Really
Dean Cutting.
The main player to fly for the ball at the front of the contest. Dean Cutting with 2 grabs. Those beautiful hands on display yet again.
He's also another one that gets better with age. I've just met him this year, but he's a great lad.
He's a quality guy. Kicking the ball from outside 50. Has given it a real roost, but just a little to the left.
Kick 50 easy then in those old legs, eh?
Maybe he looks after himself better than some of us.
He definitely does. I don't think he drinks too much, so...
He's very professional in the way he goes about it, has coached before and knows the importance as a key player of being in the best possible shape. Central coming out of defence
This
now.
is my man Phelps again.
Phelps, definitely Matt Norman becoming enamoured with this player from Gawler Central. South Gawler, Pat White again in the clinches, handball out.
It's definitely lifted here.
South Gawler,
Intensity.
chain of handballs in tight.
Cam Reynolds again.
Cam Reynolds just chopping that off with an intercept mark on the wing. On the
Short
grandstand
kick to
side.
Micho.
It's a clever play from Central's, just possessing the football. Now looking for an outlet, going down the line.
Pat Dog. Oh, Hannes. Oh, no, that's Kano again. So Kane's having a lovely game.
An officer just popping up, grabbing touches, now playing on. Oh, slippery ball, he's let it go. He's been tackled high.
Saved by the bell there. Saved by the bell.
Very, very lucky. Could have easily been done for holding the ball, but the Gawler Central player took him high. Clears the ball out wide.
Darcy Judd Smith to Brock Judd Smith to Jackson
Just a bit
there.
of family waxing there. Just beautiful movement by South Gawler. The chip-in board really wasn't on there, was it?
Hannes has to go here. Good job, Hannes. Went to ground.
But at least stopped the Gawler Central from having a clear entry. But now they've recovered.
We know he can kick these. We did see, and I had to shut my mouth.
Yes.
It's
He's a bit closer this time.
yeah. It's not a 60-metre bomb. It's 50.
Jordan Searle, I think we'll back him in for this one. He's not really going to have to put everything into it.
I'll be honest. I'm probably backing him in here.
Kicking from probably 45.
Miss.
And didn't really get hold of that one.
Oh, must have got him. Must have got him with misses.
No superstition in footy. South Gawler to bring the ball back in now.
I think we
From
might
the train line end.
Kane
Gawler over.
Short to Jackson Dare. Jackson Dare wheels around, goes long.
Using that outer side quite
Bailey's Oval, clean pick
wisely.
up. Very good.
Good side to defend from. As we were saying in the first half of the game, it's where visiting teams like to play, because you put the ball out there, you can just keep taking it over the line all day
Yeah.
and
makes
stop
them
Gawler
proud.
Central from ripping the game apart traditionally.
Traditionally.
Go big
Hudson
Brody
down.
Hudson in the ruck,
That
double
was-
palms it down.
Daniel Golding runs it out. Chris James. Oh, drops it.
The South were out there.
That was some good midfield play by the boys there.
Good ruck work from Brody Hudson, who has taken control in the ruck since
Has-
he moved from the forward line into the middle. Gawler Central with a lone ruckman, the undersized Tyson Duffield, who's more of a bodying ruckman. He's probably been worn down a bit by having to do the lone role.
He's taken three ruckmen on, so
Now Hudson comes in and takes advantage of a tired player and really starting to have his way in the ruck and control the tempo.
Chris James took the ruck work on there. So Hutto was sitting back and he plucked this off.
Didn't even get to him, but that's the luxury South Gawler have got with having three big men, as well as Cutting, who could pinch hit in the ruck at a pinch.
Oh, silly kick.
And Pat White picks up the errant ball. Clear and kick out wide.
Jackson Dare.
Gives Jackson Dare a bit of a mission.
Oh, good.
Slipped at a pivotal moment, but it's good enough to recover with a handball back.
Charlie Molyneux scrapes that. Oh, tricky stuff by Charlie.
Delicious. Simply delicious to his midfield mate, Kyle Worst.
That was some good play by
Who
Cutler.
is
Good bloke.
25 metres out. That is brilliant football from Gawler Central. And if Gawler Central are going to get back into this game, those are the two players that need to lead the charge from the Tigers.
Yes, it is.
Charlie Molyneux, the best player in the competition.
Definitely.
And
By a fair way.
by a long way, was the joint winner of the male medal last year, but clearly the class act in the comp. Kyle Worst, a really good midfielder, finishing off with a crucial goal there. So Gawler Central, the first two goals, well, the only two goals of this third quarter, bringing themselves back into the contest.
Which is what they needed. They needed that.
They need to be close at three-quarter time. if not in front.
Especially because, as we were saying before, it seems like there must be a scoring end at the moment. So
It will be very interesting to see what Gawler Central have in the tank late in the game. Because as we were saying there, Ruckman Tyson Duffield being worn down as the day goes on. So they've got someone else in at the ruck now. No, still Duffield.
yeah, still Duffield there.
He's undersized, and Hudson over the top of him then, bowled down. Unfortunately, didn't get a clearance.
That's Jackson there and Daniel Stanley there. Good midfield contest today.
Hudson getting the tap down, but Gawler Central player in front and wins a free kick.
Oh, cost him up.
Nick Hooker driving the ball forward. Here come the Tigers again. Charlie Molyneux forward. Takes a strong mark. Would have got the free kick if he hadn't held the mark.
He ain't dropping that mark, old Charlie.
He's probably 12, 13 metres out directly in front of goal. Mark this one down.
Yeah, lock it in, mate. Put the
I
house
think
on it.
we discussed that earlier in the game. If Molyneux does go forward, no one can go one-on-one with him.
Nah, he's good in the air. He's good everywhere, really.
He's quick, he's physically imposing, and his fundamentals are perfect.
Immaculate. He's an immaculate man.
And there it is. He's single-handedly trying to drag Gawler Central back into this game.
He is. Him and Worsty, good two crafty little players they are.
And they close the score now on the Grant Edge Wine scoreboard. Gawler Central 8-goal-1, trailing South Gawler 10-goal-8. Inaccurate kicking could be a real coster for the Lions today.
Which has been our problem all year, really. I think we've kicked more goals and points a couple of games, which is never good.
Actually, I thought that was the name of the game, kicking more goals than points.
More points and goals, sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't let that one go.
Which is good, because it makes me look silly.
Not having to do much.
Another contested possession.
Heavily overcast here at Gawler Oval. Possibly some light showers coming through still. A free kick to Brodie Hudson from the ruck contest.
It's going long.
Drives it deep into the forward 50.
Dean
Dean cutting a little shove on his opponent, but gets away with it and takes a beautiful mark.
He's definitely got the journey here.
He's probably only 40 metres out where he'll be kicking from. Got the journey, but it's the accuracy that is really important for the Lions now. Haven't really had much forward possession this quarter, so they need to take advantage. As he comes in now on the left. Looks like he's hit that one sweetly. Goal umpire is unmoved. Straight through the middle.
Lovely goal.
That's exactly what the Lions needed. Just keep that bit of separation.
Yeah, they put a couple on. You gotta come back with a couple.
And another sign of Hudson's dominance in the middle.
Yeah,
Has really turned this game.
It's really starting to show right now.
Duffield having to give away free kicks. He's desperate.
He's doing well though. He's a one-man army, so he's doing quite well.
Brad Pilkington coming on for the Tigers, replacing Dylan Pilkington. Sorry, Alex Robertson.
Jackson there with the clearance.
Well, central player having the clinches there, but picked the ball up and straight into trouble. Called holding the ball, Jamie Wegner. So South Gawler will have the opportunity.
Here.
Your man, the Gurney.
The Gurns.
Drives the ball long.
Nathan Barch clean.
Oh, it's a bit of a throw there from the South Gawler forward who crumbed it.
Daniel Golding. Bodied up. Worsty again. Oh. Worsty was kicking that one to us, I reckon.
Went straight into the Gawler Central coach's box. It's always a good thing to kick to the coach, but usually better if he's playing.
Goldie, he's got plenty of options there. He's got
wheeled
James.
around into trouble, but Good
Out to
clearing kick to
Darcy.
the far side.
Move the ball on to Jamesy.
Gawler Central, they've got players who have broken out in the open. James takes a mark, and for a big man, moves well.
Long kicks to
It's
Hutto.
deep.
Nathan Barch at the
Beautiful
the
pick up and
Guernsey
spin
out.
there.
Guernsey with a snap.
Guernsey with the snap, but the pickup that led to
Oh, lovely by Guerns. I'm a big fan of Guerns.
that. Going back to the pickup before that, I think that's what
Yeah.
created the goal.
Oh yeah, Barchy. That was Barch.
Yeah, you've got to give some credit to your midfield running mate there.
Yeah. Nah, Nathan is a crafty little player.
We've seen some great skills from South Gawler players, the ability to pick the ball up and turn under pressure.
Turn and then get a clean handball out as well. But good goal by Gurney.
Gives Gawler South another goal, more breathing room. Now 4-7 lead on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard.
Chris James is in the ruck now.
Okay, so another change. Looked like he had pushed up the ground for that last play.
Charlie again, solid. Still gets a
James with a clear tap, but Molyneux on the defensive side read it perfectly.
good pace by Pressy there. And a kick.
Jackson press. That's an elite delivery,
How did
but well defended.
Clayton Cameron, solid, always solid.
It's tough in the clinches out there, Matt.
It is. It looks very tough.
Now's the part of the time of the game where you really start to feel it, isn't it? The legs get heavy,
Legs get heavy, boys get tired,
start to lose a bit of focus.
disposal gets a bit.
This is where the mental
Bailey
strength comes
Filkey
into.
with a sausage.
Bailey Filkey with a beautiful crumb there at the back of the contest. Was the only player on the field who knew where that ball was going.
I didn't know where it was going, so good on him.
He's been very impressive today. He's not had a lot of touches, but everything he's done has been productive and classy.
And that's Bailey's game, I think. He doesn't get a lot of the footy, but he tackles hard. He does a lot of 1%ers. So off the play stuff, shepherds, all that, he's good for that.
And that's a real trait of a number of players in this South Gawler side. They're not volume players, they're finishers and they know their role.
Yeah, everyone knows their role. We all stick to our structures. So
You know, there's the volume players like Golding, Jackson Dare, Matt Norman, guys like that. But and Jacob Ahern, unfortunately, is a player they really could use out there just for the beard presence.
we are joined by Jacob Ahern here.
Bar service, it's good to see. About time he's given us something.
No special comments from Jacob Ahern. He's dropped off a couple of beers.
Thank you, Jacob. You're back. You were dead to us momentarily. Gawler Central delivers. Really good attempt at a mark there, but put it down in the end. And ball dribbles out in the forward pocket for Gawler Central. Tigers desperately need to get one back against the Tide here. It's a game that's swung back in the favour of South Gawler.
They put a couple of goals on in the last few minutes. So
Oh, free kick given away in the ruck there. Gawler Central ruckman through South Gawler's young ruckman out of the play.
kicks to the old ruckman.
Oh, ruck to ruck. That's how you keep in favour with the old boy. The young man would be learning a lot from Chris James, who's been a dominant ruckman not only in this competition but in the Adelaide Plains.
Yeah, and he wants to learn old Lockie, young Lockie, sorry. once
South
again.
Gawler driving the ball into the forward line. Just not able to put up a convincing marking contest there.
Kane Officer's a long way down there. He's down in forward pocket. He's playing half back, I believe. So
Got caught at the back of that contest.
yeah,
Not a natural forward.
he's not. But he's a lovely back flanker.
Be interesting to see where he pops up at this stoppage.
Down to Barch. Oh, that's good.
Tried to barge through.
Yeah, Barchi would kick ones like that normally, but you can't always kick them, can you?
Another point for the Tiger, for the Lions, sorry. Becoming costly, you'd imagine. As Kane Officer moves back to his halfback zone.
Jordan Neat drops that out of bounds.
Costly miss. And he should have taken.
Definitely one he should have taken. He'll be dirty about that one next week.
I wonder if Josh Whittrell will remind him about that.
Hopefully he does on the pitch.
I hope he does.
All in good health though.
It's just constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You've got to help blokes out.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of fun out there, don't you?
You know, how do guys get better if you don't tell them where
Yeah.
they might have made a small mistake and where they can improve?
Exactly right.
And that's all it would be. Josh wouldn't go any further than that.
Nah, he wouldn't. He's very professional, Josh Weber. Straight to Kane. Kane officer.
He's floated up from halfback again,
He's come into Dino again.
but he's the
Dean
guy.
again.
He is the player that you want launching the ball into the 50, Kane officer. He's got a beautiful left foot,
He's marking everything at the moment as well.
but cutting. Just the hands are wet conditions today. He's the only player who has consistently looked good overhead.
Yeah.
He's marked it as if it's a 20-degree day,
Must
no
have
clouds.
a fair bit of grip on, I reckon.
Don't give his secrets away.
Can he
Kicking
kick
from
this?
a similar distance to his last goal. Really need this for the Lions.
Straight through, I think, but... Yes, Dino.
Yes, he's got another one. Is that 3 for the day? 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah, he's around there.
Yes. That gives the Lions another goal buffer. That takes them to 14 goal 9 to 8 goal 1 on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard. And another goal or 2, you would think that the Lions will be confident at three-quarter time.
Confident, but not home.
Not safe.
Yeah.
Gawler Central, as we saw at the start of this quarter, when they had their tail up, were able to punch a couple of goals in quickly.
They look like they get forward well, so...
When they move the ball from Charlie Molyneux in the midfield, anything can happen.
Yes, he could probably sell 7 blokes candy and kick a goal if he wants to, but... They're watching him closely in the midfield, though. Guernsey again, off to Daniel Golding. Golding kicks it into the forward line.
Alex Robertson doing the ruck work for Gawler Central now. Duffield clearly fatigued by being triple teamed all day. So got another young player, fresh legs into the ruck, but South Gawler still taking advantage with their three-headed monster.
Yeah, the old three-headed dragon.
I thought she worked at the Criterion.
I don't mind that one, that's a good one. They're still not doing too bad in the midfield, GC.
They are breaking even at a lot of contests. It's just the
Here's my man Phelps again.
Phelps, yes, he's racking up Dream Team points for you.
Yeah, I think I got him as captain. Oh,
And
Dog.
Pat White, too strong.
He's in some incredible form, Pat Dog. Straight to Birdo.
When you've got linkage between class players like that have both played serious football at SANFL level, it's something that Gawler Central don't have currently.
Not currently. Like, Charlie's obviously played a high level.
With Mercer, Brading and Searle all out, they don't have the linkage.
Yeah.
And that's been the difference between the two teams today.
Yeah, the forward entries aren't obviously going to be as good as they normally are with them 3 in, so... Which are 3 big forwards, so...
And between Hudson and Cutting and James, there's always been a marking target for the Lions.
Yeah, there has been. Oh, that's my man Guernsey again.
Guernsey with another goal.
A point.
A point, but he's been very productive around goals today. He's kicked a couple, he's created.
Yeah, he's always been.
active.
He's active.
For a player that you designated as a tagger early in the day,
Yeah,
his glove work was supreme.
He's
but
a good man. He's a good young man.
he's showing he's got a few other bows in his quiver.
Oh, it's 25
Three-quarter time score from Tanunda. Tanunda 8 goal 8, Newry 5-11. At Angaston 12 goal 4, 76 to Williston 6 goal 8.
This is Pilkington here. He almost kicks it to his best mate, Brock Judd-Smith. Brock Judd-Smith very active on that mark there.
He's in the AFL, he'd get crucified for that. But going long down the line here, which I think is all Gawler Central have left. But chance there. Oh, taken high.
Oh, that was high.
That was courageous, but definitely he is in a lot of trouble there. Play going on around him. The umpire needs to stop this right now. Jamie Wagner has gone down hard.
It's a bit high.
Umpire needs to. Well, the ball's out of the area now, but if there's a turnover, this needs to be stopped.
The old locals weren't too happy with that one, were they?
No, and they did call it from up here, which is a perfect vantage point to call it from, and they are correct. That should have been a free kick to Gawler Central.
It should have.
That's definitely not what we want to see, but he's also...
He's holding his shoulder.
Got shoulder as well as the head high hit. I think it bounced the hip off the shoulder into the head.
Birdo runs into an open goal to Josh Whitwer, and Josh Whitwer kicks the goal.
That's great teamwork. Josh Whitwer just cherry picking at the end there. He'd be very happy with that, and he will be thanking Birdo later.
That's what I'm noticing about our team is we're not selfish, so we'll handball if we need to. So it's good going into the year knowing that.
And that makes things work a lot better. You work harder for your teammates when you know you're going to get rewarded.
Yeah, and everyone does it. We're all on the same page, which is the best thing about this year so far. That's what Chappie brings the discipline.
There seems to be a lot of love out there between the South Gawler boys.
Yeah, we love each other. We love our bread. We love our mother.
And very timely there, tomorrow being Mother's Day.
Yeah. Shout out to Mandy Norman. That's my mum.
And that's her Mother's Day gift taken care of right there. Hopefully she's listening.
And Dean again.
Forward, cutting from behind.
Comes out to Josh Whitwer. He's just getting everything at the moment. To Barchi.
Another handball.
Doesn't quite get it.
Gawler Central
Bailey Filkey just puts that
Bailey
through.
Filkey with another goal, possibly his third of the day.
He's having quite a good game today.
Really playing his role perfectly.
They're turning on right now, South, so all the plays their way. We've still got a quarter left.
In the dying moments of the third quarter here at Gawler Oval for the match of the day. And Chris James into the ruck, the third member of the three-headed monster.
Yes, he's the third head. Hasn't had too much ruck time.
It's a fairly rough head.
It is a very rough head. Probably the roughest.
It's the one you least want to see, though, because he's very physical and very imposing in the ruck.
If he wins the tap, usually it's going about 10 metres towards the forward line.
But isn't afraid to lead with his knees, which old-school ruckmen do, and there he is, knee straight into the solar plexus of Tyson Duffield. Got it nice and high.
Tomorrow, I reckon, old Duffield.
I think there's ruck bags that have seen less action than Duffield today.
He's getting jumped on and he's getting everything right now.
He's not a leaper himself, and James used him then for a bit of elevation.
Filkey again took a big hit with a handball to Goldie. Goldie gets it to
Just
Birdo.
a tap forward. Birdo at the bottom of that pack. Sorry, Steve Burton.
Yeah, Stevie, he's that handy recruit we got.
Very classy player coming to South Gawler from Central District, is that right?
Yeah, he was from Centrals. Played a bit of league footy, lovely player, lovely bloke as well, which is always good. Dean Cutting just making everything look.
Wheeled around and missed an absolute sitter.
Yeah, Dino. Yep.
I think that's unforgivable from a forward of his class.
You give it to him. He's a great player.
I think you're just letting him off for the good bloke factor.
Definitely, he's got a lot of good bloke factor.
Okay, we know you're a little biased, but that was probably a goal that a player of his calibre needed to kick.
Patrick White, almost fell in his lap then.
Gave away a free kick there, a little bit agricultural.
This is my man's right now, Tom Phelps.
It's quieting down a little in this quarter. Gawler Central need him to catch fire once again.
Pat Dog Jackson.
And
Patrick
Patrick
how's he
White
come out with it?
ended up on the back of that
Daniel
pack
Golding,
on his
go,
own.
go.
As a key defender, he had the luxury of sitting 2 metres behind that contest and waiting for the ball to come to him.
And he definitely made light work of it. He dodged a few players. It looked very good.
He's been very good all day. He will be appearing in the best players for the Lions.
Which is quite standard for Pat Dog. Lovely tap by Chris James. Goldie fumbled it though.
James taken high but not paid by the umpire.
Oh, he's called holding. It is James. He's free.
He has seen it. You can understand my surprise.
I think this kick will be going long straight to Dean Cutting.
Yes, and why wouldn't you? With the hands that Dean Cutting has, just put it in his area and let him put the jigs
Kane
up.
Officer getting down there again.
Surely Officer's been given
There
a
he is.
license.
He's got a goal. Kane
Yes.
has a goal.
Surely Officer's been moved into a role where he is pushing forward.
I don't think so. I think he's still playing halfback. He's covering a bit of distance.
You're not playing Freeling this week. He should be more disciplined than that.
Oh, poor Freeling. I felt so bad for him last weekend.
But it goes in cycles, and most teams have to go through that at some point.
At some point we will do, yeah.
I don't think it's happened in your lifetime at South Gawler.
Nah, I've been playing O-grade for a little while now and it hasn't happened yet, which is touch wood.
Coming back into the centre, and Gawler Central. This is where they've been lacking for much of the day. South's ruck dominance here is what it's all about. Chris James about to go into action again. He's stalking around that circle like a tiger.
He was, He was scared me just there.
He was looking for some prey.
Yeah.
He can smell blood and he knows what he wants.
Henry Benison, the player owning the auction, he's played a good game today.
He's been okay, but probably a little quiet.
A little quiet. Do you reckon he'll get me some money or?
Oh, I think you're getting donuts.
Oh, fuck.
That's mainly because there's 4 or 5 of his teammates who have put their hands up to get in there ahead of him.
Daniel Golding again on the wing. He's finding a bit of footy in the last third quarter here.
Gawler Central just clearing that ball hurriedly from defence. Well tackled and unlucky not to win a free kick for holding the ball there.
That was well done by young Brock Judd Smith. Held it in.
Dylan Pilkington popping up to the tackle there.
We've always been a half-win.
Some constructive criticism from the Gawler Central crowd.
Yeah, well,
And if the umpires can't learn from that, who are they going to learn from?
good call. Good call.
In the dying moments of the third quarter here at the Gawler Oval, siren could go at any moment.
Back to Goldie again. Jamesy's starting to dominate up there on the ruck. Kyle Worst, lovely
Kyle
stuff.
Worst just blasting through the contest. Gets the ball forward to a teammate who wins a free kick.
That's a big kick by the man.
Long.
Good by Hannes. Jackson Dare mops up.
Jackson Dare to
Darcy
turn
Judd
around
Smith
his
to
opponent.
Brock Judd Smith.
South Gawler's work rate is just too much for Gawler Central. They've got too many players willing to work hard and get back there.
Good by Worsty there. He pushed pretty hard.
Worsty is busting his gut and trying his best, but unfortunately there's not enough players going with him.
Yeah, every K he does, the less hair he loses. I'm going to be roasting him all day about this as well. He's going to love it.
I really not enjoying the fact that you are after blokes with hairline issues.
Yeah, I say it to him every time. Every time
Okay.
I have a few beers, I get into it.
That's the end of the third quarter here at Gawler Oval. South Gawler 17-10, leading Gawler Central 8-1 on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard.
You better go and change your jacks, Judge Smith.
That was a good call there.
It's starting to become very educational up here. What are you out for?
Oh, no, you're right. Nah, it's on my leg anyway, so it's alright. I'll keep it on that. Yeah, I just say. I do like the power, right?
Pretty happy with you guys commentating, so yeah. Just fun.
I'll have to grab your number later because I'll put you as fourth person of the week sometime soon.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to throw a few of the boys under the bus. Clint Hill did it early in the year and it's taking notes.
Oh, really?
One of the questions is, if you were coach, which 5 teammates would you have do extra training and why?
That is good. That's a switch
So he's come out with Danny Stanley, he's on skill training. Brad Mercer, shit rig. Oh, he threw Jake Hatcher 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for Jake. I'm going to have to give him a crack at it later in the year to get revenge. Yeah, but also, he's gone, who's the weirdest bloke? And the line goes, Jake Hatcher. Really gets too excited about leading the warm-up.
That's good.
Autograph you'll be signing later. $20 a head. Oh, they are always.
I'll actually do it.
I hope you had a bit of fun.
I'll do a shout out to him. He's actually like a bit of
Do what you like. You can plug it in the club so that people can get on the ball, set forward, you can plug that.
And we're back here for the fourth.
Back at Gawler Oval for match of the day. On the Grant Twine scoreboard, South Gawler 17 goal 10, leading Gawler Central 8 goal 2. As we get underway again. Been a big day here at Gawler Oval. Past Players Day for the Tigers. A couple of premiership teams.
Well, Pressy did well there. A hand out to Pearso. Pearso goes.
It's a big night at South Gawler Football Club tonight, Matt.
Yeah, we actually got our wedding going on. It's a mock wedding, but Callum Filkey's actually getting married to Caitlin Williams, so be an interesting night.
He's been impressive today, and hopefully he's impressive at the wedding.
Oh, he's actually the best man of Filks out here. So his older brother is actually the one getting married. He played twos today, so. But might.
So what time are we kicking off at South Gawler Football Club tonight?
It's starting at 7:30 down there I think we're called Elder Riggs.
Eldred Riggs Reserve.
Yeah,
if you're not
that's
doing
it.
anything tonight, it would be a lovely function down there.
Come down.
It'll be
$50.
great atmosphere. These blokes look like they're going to have a win. Come in, enjoy support a local footy club if you're in Gawler.
A win would definitely be good. So,
Matt Norman will be signing autographs.
big fan.
Will be a really good night at South Gawler Footy Club tonight. So if you aren't doing anything, this is what you should be doing: getting along, supporting, putting some money into a local sporting club which looks after the kids in the area.
Yeah, it's a good function. Good night, really. Have a bit of a boogie. Who doesn't mind a boogie?
Me, because I'm terrible at it.
Kane
officer.
Young Lockie Arnold.
Oh.
Good spoil by Pilks.
Really good effort. Pilkington has been impressive today, has worked his backside off.
Which one's that? Number 10. That's Dylan Pilkington.
Dylan Pilkington has been around for a few years in the senior side.
Yeah, and there's also Brad as well, who also loves a party. Oh, Brad Pilkington.
Hopefully he's coming along to South tonight.
I hope so.
Actually, a few of the Gawler Central boys probably will show up there.
Yeah.
They're a close bunch. These teams, they do have a few mates in each side.
We do.
Maybe Jordan Need will come along and buy Josh Whitmer a beer.
I wouldn't mind Needy coming. I'm actually good mates with him myself, so...
Well, you can only throw out the invite.
I think it's
Duffield just hacks the ball out of the ruck with his foot.
Worsty again, very clean to number 7, who I do not know his name. Oh, it's Stanley again.
Daniel Stanley, former male medalist.
Oh, what was that? Silly kick by Alex Robertson. Oh, no, it was out already. I thought he kicked it out of bounds in the 4.
Already out of bounds, saved by the whistle.
Yeah, I was like, is he going for goal there?
Some players just do get a little hungry when they see the white post anywhere within distance.
They do. I'm very much one of them sometimes.
And how far from goal do you have to be before you decide, no, I'm not passing?
It'd have to be around 60.
So let me guess, inside that you would be more likely to pass a kidney stone?
Good kick to Barch. Barchy's run on to try to get to Brock Judd Smith. He's going to go hard here.
Oh, he went for it. Gawler Central defence equal to the task.
They mopped up well there.
They've been good today, the defenders from Gawler Central. They have done the power of work.
They did.
As they clear the ball again.
Oh, I think Worsty's not going to mark that one.
No, a little mismatch there. Kyle Worth, the shortest bloke on the field, going up against Chris James.
It's kicking it into Kane. Oh.
Kane officer got the ball 70 metres out. He should set this up beautifully for the Lions.
He's got a short kick, and Jackson Press can kick this far.
Jackson Press, mark this one down. He is one of the best kicks of the football in the Barossa Light and Gawler competition.
I mean, the boys won't be happy they didn't turn around at all, but he can definitely put a 60-metre bomb.
If you are 100% confident and you actually go through with it, it doesn't matter who you burn.
Exactly.
The Burns unit will look after those boys later.
Yeah.
That's why the Royal Adelaide Hospital is there.
That's a good call there.
He's gotten under it.
I reckon that's going to drop a bit short.
Drop short, and I think now the boys have right to be a little annoyed.
Yeah, so Worsty's on here on the wing.
Oh, Worst out on his own, still working hard. Oh,
that's my man.
Tom Phelps went up for it. Unfortunately, the ball slipped through his hands.
Still fighting hard in there. Still good stuff. Good stuff by both teams there.
Has been one of the best players for Gawler Central today, Phelps.
I definitely think so.
I think his work rate has been as good as just about anyone.
Mitcho with a clearance there. That dog mops up.
Pat White has been sensational across halfback today.
Pressy.
Has controlled the tempo of the game.
Brock Judd Smith.
Oh, he's dropped a mark he should have taken and puts himself under needless pressure.
Good job by Birdo to help out. Birdo again.
A lot of good voice out there from the Lions. We can hear them from up here. They really are putting up a storm. For the first time for the day, Cutting didn't get his hand to the football.
And young Lockie. There's Phelps again. That was good.
Phelps really rising in our estimation today. Has been superb for the Tigers. Goes long with a bit of a shanking banana.
Silly kick
straight to a defender.
Patrick White with the Mops up. Give it back to him. Yep.
Oh, White
Charlie.
running through. Was under pressure, but was just too good in the end.
Charlie almost killed him.
Oh, Hudson under pressure there. Everyone dives in on that contest.
Good job by Mitcho there to hold that up. Brad Mitchell.
Oh, desperate hack out of the pack there from South Gawler. Gawler Central player very happy to see that over one. Wasn't deliberate, but probably intentional.
Do we have the
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
But I would say that wasn't deliberate, but it was intentional.
Yeah, definitely intentional. He definitely didn't hide that one, so
Probably lucky that the umpire's gone, oh, maybe it's slippery football, we'll let him go.
yeah.
Boundary umpire doesn't get much distance on it and falls well short of the contest. And Gawler Central, as a result, able to clear it.
Oh,
Big
young.
marking effort has hurt the South Gawler player there.
He's that's young Lockie Arnold.
Young man went up. Good leaper, as we've heard from you already today. Got up there.
Yeah, he jumps over the houses. If you haven't heard,
Hasn't learned how to land yet. And, which is strange because that is one of the key tenets of jumping is landing. There's only two things you need to know in that: leaving the ground and getting back to the ground.
yeah. Pilkington there with a good clearance. He broke a couple of tackles.
Pilkington's been impressive, and South Gawler out there on that wing, managing to scrap. They've shut it down
Stanley.
again. Oh, that's a beautiful grab out on the far wing by Charlie Molyneux, the Rolls Royce of the competition. Just extended there. Now looking for a target, goes short.
That's another Pilkington.
Brad?
Yeah, it's Brad Pilkington, I
Brad
think.
Pilkington and Jacob Ahern, you are a god among men.
He's coming back for a
One of the best defenders the competition's ever seen. Yes, he's a hydration machine as well.
He's keeping us hydrated up here in the box.
Thank you very much, Jacob.
And Kyle Worse with another shot from about 50 out.
Here we go, the hair helmet with a shot.
So the rain ended up holding off, well, for now anyway.
It is starting to rain now,
Yeah.
but it's coming straight down, luckily for us, whereas earlier it came straight in onto our equipment and onto the desk.
You don't want that.
It's a
Lovely kick by Worst here.
lovely kick, has just snuck it in over the right-hand post. Well done, Kyle Worst, has been a strong performer for the Tigers today.
He has been. He's kicked a couple of sausage, hasn't he?
As the Tigers move to 9-2 on the Grant Birch Wine scoreboard, trailing South Gawler 17-11.
Yeah. A couple of good goals as well by Worsty.
Here we go, we have a final score from Williamstown Oval. Barossa District 7-11-53, Freeling 6-3-39. So Barossa collecting their first win of the season, and Freeling with their best chance of a winnable game going down.
Well done to Barossa. A lot of good blokes out there. Shout out to Bray McConnell.
At Tanunda 8-8, defeated Newry 5-11 in a low-scoring contest. It might have been a bit more rain at Tanunda than here.
You know what their ground's like. It never holds up too well, does it?
And at Anguston, the
Jackson
Panthers
French.
12-4-76, defeating Andrew Jarman's Williston 6-8-44.
Oh, good job by Nathan Barch.
So most of those games going as predicted.
Steve Burton on the wing. And it's held up. Well done to GC there.
South Gawler can get up here. It'll be my first week for the year predicting 4 out of 4.
Oh, I haven't done that in the AFL
Very
yet.
excited.
I don't reckon I've got 2 tips in the AFL yet this season. Having what you call a stinker. Josh Whitwer gets the ball in the square.
Just keep tipping Port Adelaide.
I'm
beautiful
sadly
skills in the
a
wet.
supporter.
Dean Cutting on the left.
Out to Birdo and Goldie, sorry. I'm bad with names.
Your big brother, and you don't know his name.
That's my brother.
Another 10 backs in the pocket, Paddy.
He's about to slot this one through. Is that a solid day out there, Goldie?
He always is. They call him Silk, so
He is one of the most consistent players in the BLG.
Yeah.
Always delivers.
between him and Jackson Dare, they're both very.
They've carried the South Gawler Footy Club on their shoulders for a number of years.
They have, and we've always been around the mark, so that's the best thing about it. And Daniel Golding has a shot and he pots it through.
Straight through.
That's my
in
brother.
the rain, not a problem.
My big brother there.
Another goal, and South Gawler looking like they've got this game under control now.
Yeah, I think
Gawler
it's sewn up
Central
now.
have given it their best, but sadly didn't have the weapons in the holster today to get it done.
Yeah, which is always going to happen with that many out.
I think with the forward entries they've had, if they'd had Willie Searle and Brad Mercer up there today, it could have been a very different story.
Completely different game.
But the Lions probably not challenged enough at times, and probably if they had taken advantage of their opportunities, could be much further ahead.
They could.
As Gawler Central about to get a clearance
Brad
here.
Mitchell with the clearance there. Bice is going to push this one.
Adam
down
Bice, the Ginger Ninja, just couldn't quite get to it as Pat White wisely allows the ball to go over the sideline. Ball in on the grandstand wing. Oh, early jump, premature from Duffield there. Got
Gilks.
nowhere near it.
Gilks grabbed that.
Actually worked out for the Tigers in the end. And Molyneux got the ball, but it unfortunately just came off his boot wrong and slid along the ground in the wet.
And this is
The
Steve
Lions
Burton.
are out here.
It's a
Burton, a beautiful kick.
young Guernsey straight to Hutto. Good mark.
Uh,
Good by the Guernsey there.
Hudson with a really strong double grab. Could have easily let that go over the back.
Yeah,
He's been impressive up forward today,
He has. This would be his fourth or fifth shot at goal. wouldn't
at least.
Yeah.
But he's marked the ball, he's presented nicely.
Yeah, he's done quite well. Young Pearso running on and off the bench, number 3. Another young fella, South Hat. Good quality player. Hutto puts that through.
Hudson with another goal for the Lions.
Very early celebration.
Party
straight off the
time
boot.
now for the Lions. They're getting ready for the wedding tonight at Eldred Riggs Reserve. Just a reminder, if you're in the Gawler area, you're looking for something to do tonight. If you're not at the Exchange, go to the Eldred Riggs Reserve and catch up with the South Gawler boys for their mock wedding.
Yeah, make sure you make the Bucks party because that's always the most fun. So,
I'm seriously thinking about foregoing the showdown to go to this.
Port fan?
Yes,
Oh.
can't you tell?
I hate that. Oh no. There's a bit of a rollery here. I'm a Crows fan. He's a Port fan, so
That's all right. Not all of us can be right.
and we're probably going to lose. Crows are probably going to lose by 40 plus. So get on that.
Okay, here we go. Back in for another ball up. South Gawler leading this game comfortably.
Chris
And
James.
Chris James just took it out of the ruck.
Is that holding the ball, Rob?
That should be holding the ball, I feel.
Okay.
Took it out of the ruck uncontested, then was wrapped up, taken the ground. I think if any case that's as clear as there should be for holding the ball.
Hilks kicks it forward to Worsty again.
Worst out in the wing.
Good tap by Worsty.
Worst with a little hack off the ground, bounces
Another one.
it forward.
Another one.
Oh, there we go. That's clever football.
Alex Robinson.
Alex Robertson got on the end of a couple of soccer efforts from Gawler Central. Good, smart, wet weather football.
Yeah.
Just get the ball forward by any means,
Just slap that thing forward.
and it works out in the end for the Tigers. Takes them to double figures in goals now.
Yeah, well, good on them. They're not going away from the footy. They're still playing. So
And with this,
our heads aren't going down.
with Players' Day today, you wouldn't expect them to drop their heads. They are a very proud club, very proud team.
Yeah, and it's a showdown essentially.
A showdown before the showdown.
Yeah. Chris James again in the ruck.
He is a monster in the middle.
Filky hard off the square, Birdo fumble.
Filky just went straight at that footy. Very courageous.
Filks gets it forward to Hannes. Hannes is
Jake Asher there in the clinches.
Mitcho with the clearance. Cane officer mops it up. Gets it out to Zobel. Zobel out to Whitworth. Whitworth takes it out.
We're paddling the ball forward, letting it go out of bounds. Happy to reset. Just get things back under control.
Last 5 minutes, you'd think GC would be on top, wouldn't you?
Yes, they've been very strong. Unfortunately, as we said, just not able to take advantage of that control.
Yeah. Daniel Stanley in the middle to Charlie. To Pilks again. Kicks it in.
Pilkington long.
Pearso sort of mops it up, but not really. Whitworth gets out the zones. Zones to Pressy, and Pressy calm the play.
Jackson press. Might look to switch the play.
That's a good kick to
Far
Darcy.
side. Probably puts it out in front of him, which is helpful, but now he's got to collect that bouncing wet ball. Chips it back in.
To Nathan Barch.
Nathan Barch, clean move the football.
Gets into Hutto again.
Oh, Brody Hudson.
Good spot by the Guernsey there.
Well crumbed by young Gurney.
Bailey Filkey's played some games.
Bailey Filkey has been outstanding today.
Birdo again to Hannes. Hannes goes straight through. Gurney. Gurney high. He's high there, but it was Charlie gets in there, gets it out.
Charlie Molyneux cannot be stopped.
Good job by Brad Mitcho. Pat Dog under a bit of pressure here. Gets it out to Pearso. Mitchell again.
Oh, great tap on. Jackson press on the end of a very clever piece of play there. Puts it out.
Daniel Golding's going to get this one. Short
Quick
kick.
enough to get to it. Chips
Jackson
it out.
there. Slippery out there.
Really getting greasy out
He's
there
big
on this
Rick
surface.
James. Rick James out to Filks.
Slick Rick action there. Apologies for some of the language putting up on the sound effects microphone, but it is a passionate game.
It is. I'm prone to a few swear words here and there.
You've been fantastic today, Matt.
I was actually put a lid on it, which has surprised me. So
I'm sure it surprised a few of the boys.
yeah, it's been a good day. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for helping out. It's great to see the clubs sending us people to help with the commentary. Definitely improves the product for those people at home.
Hannes here. Good job by Hannes. He's taken on a few bodies there.
And if you are watching at home, feel free to comment on the SA Footballer Facebook page. Let us know where you're watching from.
Daniel Stanley,
Great
Worst
to get that kind of feedback. And Kyle Worst, who's probably close to Gawler Central's best player for the day, drives the ball long. Player getting free. Is Sean Marr. Well, we haven't called a lot today, but he's broken into space there.
Darcy Judd Smith, well read by Darce. Handles out to
Tried to go the
Pressy.
distance, didn't have it. South Gawler just too classy.
Jackson Dare on a strong lead here. He ran about 70 metres just then.
Every player we've called for South Gawler is a genuine A-grader, whereas Gawler Central
James,
filtering in
great
a number of players who probably should be in a B-grade side. Here we go, big Rick James.
Good on them though. They got a bit of fight about them. So
They've got a bit of fight about them. They're a proud club. And James
Daniel
didn't have the
Golding made a
confidence
meal
in his
of that.
legs. Daniel Golding, your big brother, messed that
brother.
up big time. I
He
hope
did.
you educate him about that later.
yeah, his younger brother will teach him what's up.
Big dog's got to learn.
He'll learn off his younger brother. But yeah, no, good on GC. They're out of cattle and they've done quite well. So good stuff by them.
It's been an impressive day from South Gawler. I came here today wanting to learn a bit about these two teams because they've both been a bit up and down so far in 2021.
Yeah.
And I think South Gawler have really shown their true colours today. They've shown that they are a force to be reckoned with and that they have the potential to be a real contender.
Goals. Daniel Golding.
Daniel Golding with
Silky smooth perfume.
Nathan Lyon off break there. Beautifully done.
Oh, that's my big brother.
If I hear that one more time, I think it'll be a fine.
There's a bit of carry on going on around here.
It's very close to party time, isn't it?
It is. It's almost a wedding night, so get down to Elder Riggs.
Yes. Starting time, 7:30 was it?
7:30, mate.
7:30, get your wedding gear on.
Get it
Put
down.
the suit on.
Have some fun.
Ladies, glam up.
Yeah,
Have a bit of fun.
have a bit of fun. It's always all in fun.
There'll be some great music. There always is at South Gawler.
Yeah, bit of a boogie. Who doesn't mind a boogie?
A lot of good taste in music down there at the Lions.
We need to get Will Fallon DJing. That's what we need.
Absolutely. The place would go off. DJ
Shout out
Moose.
to Will Fallon.
One of my favourite DJs. Gawler Central pushing the ball deep into their forward line.
This is my man again, Phelpsy.
Thomas Phelps with a big shot from deep in the pocket. He has kicked what I would call goal of the day.
I'm a big fan of this guy.
You're on board.
I'm on board. I reckon he's got something. He's got
Number one
something
ticket
good.
holder.
Yeah. If anyone hasn't bought him in the auction yet, I'll take it.
Definitely brilliant effort running away from the goals towards the boundary to kick that. It's just pure magic. And Phelps has been another player like Worst has not quit all day long.
Yeah, and Charlie. You can't go past Charlie. He hasn't quit. He's always got those possessions.
Top three, and Duffield's work rate hasn't been successful a lot of the time, but his
serious
courage
effort,
and
yeah.
effort has been without doubt.
You're getting jumped
Class.
into by 3 different players all day. You're going to be
Yes.
a bit sore. So good on the young man.
No one wants to deal with a monster.
And especially Chris James. You don't want to deal with him.
Sunday morning, he'll know that he's been with the monster.
Dean Cutting thrown into the middle there.
Definitely just having a bit of fun now. The Lions throwing players into the middle, giving them a chance to get their hands on the footy late.
Good job by Clayton Cameron. Just held that ball up. It was going to come out to GC.
Who
So
have we got as permanent forwards now for the Lions?
we got Jackson Dare up there. We got Jackson Press and Chris James and Bailey Filkey at the half forward line there.
So they've taken a couple cutting out
Patrick
of the forward
Wright with
line.
another mark.
With the rain, it's probably a good idea to take the marking player out of the forward line, put him in the middle.
Josh
Couple of
Whitmer.
smalls up forward.
Josh Whitmer's got plenty of the footy today.
Whitworth's been very productive today. Been dangerous with every touch he's had.
And Bailey Filkey, he's having a fucking incredible game.
That's okay. It is a passionate game and we love it. But Bailey Filkey has been very impressive. He's been definitely one of the highlights for the day. A lot of people at home be watching and going, now that's a classy little footballer.
Tough little footballer. Excuse my words.
You've got to be tough to be a Lion.
Yeah. Oh, that set up perfectly for Zobes.
Zobel
He's sweeped it up.
chased it,
Clayton
didn't
Cameron.
refuse to give up on that contest.
This is Hannes now.
Created something out of nothing.
Short to Pressy. Good
And
kick.
that's why you've got Smalls in the forward line.
And Jackson Press has the journey here, so
He has, but you backed him earlier when he burnt
Yes.
some of his teammates
Yeah,
who
yes.
are currently ramped at the RAH waiting for the Burns unit.
yeah. He's straight away turning the ground. He'll kick this. He's a good kick at goal, Pressy.
Goal umpire unmoved. He's taken that one beautifully.
I did tell you.
Your strike rate's been fairly good for the day.
It has been. Dino kicked a few, so
Almost like you've played with these guys before.
may have a couple of times.
Yes, South Gawler really starting to put the hurt on Gawler Central now. For a rivalry game, this is a big result.
Yeah, 10 goals up now, so
10 goal 10. So that's 20 extra shots. Got to be very pleased with that for the day.
you would be
So we see
pleased.
Gawler Central legend Kim Vivian walking past our commentary position now. His shirt is still clean. We're very impressed. He's enjoying Players' Day clearly.
He wouldn't straight arm, would he?
No, he's very, very good bloke.
And Stanley got it out to Charlie, you never guess. And my man again got the half-forward line.
Could almost kick a goal from there the way he's been playing.
And
beautiful
nice
kick.
little, I think that's Pilkington, maybe.
That's a beautiful pass from Phelps.
No, it might be the lad with the tattoos. I can't remember his name. Oh, it is a Pilkington.
You were a chance to get one of them.
Yeah, I did well.
But that from Phelps, that was a 40-metre stab pass across the 50-metre line.
He's having some sort of game here.
He's set up another goal of his. As Pilkington slides that to the left, unfortunately, for the Tigers.
Not a bad shot from 50 out, though.
Definitely something that I've noticed from these two teams. They both
Josh Whitman's got
players that are capable from 50.
Yeah, we got some big kickers this out, so. Oh, good by Filks again there. Tough stuff. And Barchi's on here. Picks it up clean. He kicks it long to Pressy. It's holding.
Being held. Umpire not paying free kick, which.
Birdo runs into an open goal. Well done to Jackson Press.
Taps off a goal that should have been the result of a free kick there. There's mothers that will not get hugged that much tomorrow as your South Gawler player did in the forward line.
Yeah. He better buy him dinner after, that's for sure. Oh, that was
only
Jordan
if there's consent.
Yeah. That was Jordan Neat as well. So, Needy, you better owe Pressy some dinner, mate.
And flowers.
And flowers.
Getting late in the day here at Gawler Oval. We've seen a beautiful contest of football here for the match of the day.
It has been a good match.
Now we've talked about it.
There's always been something going on. It's been a solid crowd here for the Gawler.
Yeah, Gawler Central.
Gawler Central. This is for them
Near
very
us.
good effort.
We got all the old fellas near us, so.
Well, we're learning a lot.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Another ball up.
Good by Charlie there, very clean. Oh, he's the man crush on Charlie, that's for sure.
I've detected that slightly.
If you haven't noticed, there's a bit
between him and Kyle Worst.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of both of them really, but they're both good lads. I get on with them, but heaps well. So it's good to commentate for them.
Another boundary throw in.
Hutto with a tap backwards.
Hudson just too big in the ruck.
He's a bit all over him at the moment.
Oh, nice pick up there. Phelps just dives in on the South player there. Knocks the ball forward.
Well mocked up by Whitson Pat there.
Josh Whitwer in the back pocket. Just touches the ball to the ground.
Henry Bennison,
runs
my
on.
man.
Has not stopped all day, Whitwer. Free kick paid.
Worsty dropping him after the play.
FAD, little bit undisciplined, which Worst has given away
there.
a couple of undisciplined free kicks today. It's probably the only blight on his game.
Probably a questionable free kick there, but very questionable free kick.
Why don't you go and wipe your snotty bloody nose while you're about it, you big sook? Jesus, it's bloody football!
Apparently it's football.
You're a bloody sock!
What I'm going to say is Worsty, Ashley and Martin are calling. Worsty, Ashley and Martin are calling.
That is weak!
Oh, starting to get real vocal here at Gawler Oval.
It is. The old
I think that's the reserves we can hear below us.
Steve Burton kicked a few snags last night, like you said before.
Sixth last week.
He just finds himself in the forward line.
He's a bloodhound for the footy.
He is. He's a hunter. He just loves the footy. Big fan of Steve Burton. He's a great player.
Matt Norman, if no one's aware, is angling for a few passes from Steve Burton when he comes back.
Yep, cut the handballs. He loves the handball, so.
Probably from the goal square.
Nice goal, Bert.
Steve Burton finishing off with a goal.
Gave it a bit of mayo as well. So
And look at the boys getting around him. That's real team affection there.
we all love each other, as I said before.
And a lot of love at South Gawler. Tonight there'll be more evidence of that.
There
The
will
mock
be.
wedding.
Yeah.
Love is in the air.
I'm actually the page boy. I didn't tell you that.
Oh.
I'm walking down the aisle with
What's the outfit going to be like? Is it special?
It's special. I think I'm going to be looking pretty good. Bit of drip, which is good.
I think that would be worth seeing on its own. But definitely South Gawler Football Club, the place to be tonight. In Gawler, if you're around, get down to Eldon Briggs Reserve and
Watch
have a bit of fun.
Callum Filkey's getting married. Caitlin Williams is the bride, so if you know her, she's
Beautiful entry there.
oh, that might go on the goals. Filkey has goaled that from 50.
Filkey, just unbelievable, has put some more icing on his game for the day.
Not a bad game by young Filkey.
Has been super impressive, and I would say he would be in the top 3 for the Lions today.
Definitely would be. He's had,
Along with Brodie Hudson.
yeah, Brodie's up there. Pressy, you have a few up there.
Pat
though.
White, got to be in the contention.
Definitely has to be. I reckon he had about 18 marks again, so
And cutting,
Oh,
possibly 4th or 5th.
yeah.
Inaccuracy has cost him.
Oh, he's a great player, old Cuts. There's been a lot of good players though at South, especially in this last quarter. They're all showing their stuff. Another ball up with Hutto. Hutto's in there. Cuts with the clearance to Goldie.
And there we are. There you have it, folks. The end of the match of the day here at Gawler Oval. South Gawler, the Lions, 24-12, taking care of their crosstown rival, Gawler Central, 11-3. Commanding win to the Lions there. Puts them really well positioned on the ladder going forwards. Thank you for your time, Matt Norman. You've been fantastic.
Thanks for having me, mate. I enjoyed it.
And good luck getting back from that hamstring.
I will. I'll be back next week.
You have a great one. Make sure you buy him the rest of yourself. I will be checking. But yeah, tell him there from me and thanks for everything. Yeah, you too. I'll enjoy it. You may not.